what are blockchain games? How is it different from traditional games? As the name suggests, games made using blockchain technology, games created using the interaction with the blockchain public chain. The blockchain game, GameFi, is game finance, which presents centralized finance as a game. DeFi provides bottom-end logic, the game provides the method carrier, and NFT undertakes the equipment and props in the game. 1. As various props, characters, and even trade unions in the game, NFT provides each player with assets that may be completely different from appearance to attributes. NFT, non-fungible token, defines an inseparable and unique interface specification for token interaction and circulation in the ecosystem. 2. DeFi's liquidity mining provides transaction depth for tokens in the form of pledged tokens, and pledged users can benefit from it. 3. Traditional games have experienced two mainstream modes of buyout and free play. In these two modes, players are mainly for entertainment purposes. GameFi provides a completely different game perspective, all nets have their uniqueness, and the vast majority of players enter the game for the purpose of making money. So, what is the difference between blockchain games and traditional games? In traditional games, players and developers are often on opposite sides. Game developers are the makers of the rules of the game industry, acting as masters. They modify game mechanisms and adjust parameters to extract value from users. Players can only passively accept games dominated by game developers and choose between playing or not playing. This situation has been improved to a considerable extent in blockchain games, and it can even be said that you change. 1. Relying on blockchain technology, blockchain games are centralized. It can run on multiple nodes. Players are both game users and game operators, holding certain ownership of game assets. Ownership will inevitably bring the right to speak. Players are no longer puppets dominated by game manufacturers, but people who can sit on an equal footing with game manufacturers. The two sides stand on the same height of interests and jointly determine the development direction of the game. Therefore, developers of blockchain games will form a decentralized autonomous community with players to reach a consensus, share benefits, and jointly maintain. 2. Safe storage of information, trust from the bottom layer. Data leakage in the traditional game industry occurs from time to time. When players recharge in the game, it may lead to the leakage of WeChat and Alipay wallet privacy information, and some game companies even use player data to make profits and trade maliciously. The blockchain game, based on blockchain technology, can fundamentally eliminate the problem of data leakage, and the existence of smart contracts makes the information on the chain irreversible. Even if the information is leaked, you can find the leaked link and find out the leaker. Game driving force, the embodiment of blockchain value. In traditional games, the props and game coins produced by the game are products designed by the development team, and players can get them by recharging or dropping them. Players obtain certain props and upgrade certain attributes to obtain more game content. These props and attributes are not in circulation. If the game manufacturer goes bankrupt, all of these will lose their value. DApp games are built on the blockchain technology, and there is no such thing as game manufacturers closing down or games disappearing, so developers focus on the two key points of property preservation and profitability. The earliest Ether cat was popular, and the value of a cat was fired to tens of thousands of yuan. This is the player's recognition of the tradability of blockchain games and the recognition of the value of virtual items. Players are willing to play blockchain games and like to play blockchain games, largely because of their recognition of blockchain technology. Items will never disappear, play can create value, and transactions can make profits. From here on, the driving force for players to play games has changed. It is no longer a virtual property that disappears at any time in traditional games, but a real property that can be obtained. Benefits at hand. This is the biggest difference between traditional games and blockchain games. Blockchain games, a new revolution in games in the new era of the Internet.